Hey, how are you today? Michelle Stefferson here with michellestefferson.com. My other video tutorial that I made on automating your social media, I apologize, the sound was not working, so if you had an opportunity to take a look at that, I do apologize. My question for you is, do you often try to figure out how to automate your social media? Are you struggling with that? Well, stay tuned because I'm going to share with you the two most important apps you need to have to automate your social media. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go right on over to the very first one. And that very first one is statusbrew.com. Okay? This is what the page looks like when you come to it. With that being said, this will automatically logs me in to the Status Brew as I am a part of this particular platform. Now, this particular platform is going to automate a lot of things for you. With the free version of Status Brew, if you come and take a look at my screen here, you're going to see that I have Twitter in the dashboard. I also have Instagram, and I also have a Facebook page, a business page. So with the free Status Brew, you can go ahead and connect three social media platforms. If you choose to upgrade to the premium, you'll be able to connect a lot more profiles to a lot more platforms on your social media, for your social media marketing. But with that being said, I use it for the free version, and it really is absolutely fantastic. And I do recommend that you have it as well. And so basically, what you can do is you can go ahead and click on Publish. Just waiting for it to load, so just bear with it. Okay, almost there. Okay. Unfortunately, it's taking my computer just a little bit of time to get over to that particular area. So let's see if maybe this one will take me there a little bit faster. When you go to this app, you can go ahead and post image quotes. And an image quote is a picture. It's a picture with a quote on it. That's an image quote. People love image quotes. They love the heck out of them. Also, you can go ahead and post just simple, regular quotes. I happen to love Tony Robbins. And Tony Robbins quotes, you know, is just absolutely fantastic to me. So, I share those type of quotes, and now those quotes have no images or anything like that. And then, of course, your fifth or sixth post that you can schedule through this medium should be, in fact, like a blog post. Any type of value and education. And what I mean by value is that you're educating people in your niche, in your marketplace, as to what your product or service, what it does. Not what it is, what it does. And you know, people really, really need to be educated, and therefore when people go to social media, what's happening is, you know, let's visit that for a minute. Social media. What does social media mean? Well, social media, a social network like Facebook, for the sake of argument, people go to these social networks to update their profiles, share things, things like that. They look to connect with people, and that's why people go to social media. They also go to social media to be educated. They do not go to social media to be sold to. So what you absolutely do not want to do is join my, sign up, and just send your links all over social media. People don't want that. But they want to be educated, and they want to make connections with you. Okay? So that's what you need to do. And Status Brew is one of the best social media platforms that you can use. So with that being said, let's go right over onto another platform that I use on a regular basis, and it is on my cell phone. I don't know if you can see that, but it's on my cell phone, and it's an app. So whether you're using Android or you're using iPhone, I happen to have an iPhone 6, an iPhone 6 Plus actually, but it doesn't make a difference what type of, you can have just the 6, you can have the 5, it doesn't really matter. So if you're taking a look at my screen, you're going to see exactly by the blue arrow, exactly what this app looks like. And this is what it looks like on my phone, and it is a snapshot. This is Crowdfire. Okay, and Crowdfire is absolutely amazing because it will explode your Twitter engagements, is what it'll do. Now, let me just state that with Crowdfire, basically what you're doing in Crowdfire is you're automating things, and I'll show you as we go through our posts here with Twitter. If you happen to upgrade with Crowdfire as of this date that I am making this particular tutorial, which is August 8th, 2016, you have the ability to be able to do that. And it will also do Instagram as well. Okay? But for now, I don't have an upgrade with Crowdfire at all whatsoever. I use the free version myself, and it will do amazing things for your business as well. So let's go right on over to the next slide. And you're going to see that this is a snapshot of what my screen looks like on my phone. So the first rule of order is we're going to touch on that publish right here, okay? And this area allows you to schedule tweets. You can either schedule for another time or publish right away. That choice is yours. Now keep in mind, this is all about automating. So you may want to be scheduling your tweets throughout the day, okay, or for future as well. All right, so on to the next slide. And on the left-hand diagram, you're going to see that what my screen looks like on my iPhone here, okay? And this is where you can schedule your tweet. And by showing you by this blue arrow, you're going to see a red, a red button that, that kind of looks like an airplane, a paper airplane, those kind. You're going to want to touch on that. And when you do, you can then go ahead and, you can then go ahead and in this particular diagram, you're going to see what my cell phone looks like by this screenshot here. And it's going to pull up a screen that asks you what's on your mind, and you can begin to type your text. So what I did here, just for the sake of presentation purposes, is I put a hashtag Cancun. What a beautiful place. Now, this is actually a real picture of a place that I visited while I was in Cancun. I know it looks just like a postcard, right? It's absolutely amazing. And this is the actual picture. I was kind of standing on a cliff, and I was able just to snap that picture. Beautiful, amazing, absolutely amazing. And so what I did is I went ahead and I clicked on this little icon that looks like a camera to pull up my pictures on my phone. And I went ahead and did that. But you may need to click on a grid that's just below it to pull up the photos on your phone so that you know. So you are going to want to play with this a little bit, okay? And you're going to see it's really very, very easy. Very, very easy. On to the next slide real quick. This is now another screenshot of, again, what my iPhone screen looks like. Now, you're going to see by this blue arrow, we're talking about that red button again. So put your thumb on the red button. And by moving your thumb without lifting your finger and moving your thumb towards the icons left or right, it will tell you that you can either publish now, schedule it, or do whatever do whatever you want with it. There's 3 choices. Okay, and unfortunately, my phone won't allow the screenshots when this action is done. So I unfortunately cannot show you that. I did try to get the screenshots of it and it just won't let me do it. So I do apologize about that. You're probably wondering why I have a hashtag here. Well, especially in Twitter, people search things by hashtags. Okay, so you're going to want to sprinkle your hashtags into your posts, kind of like salt. Not too much and not too little. Okay, and here's another quick tip. If you're using Twitter on a regular basis, you're going to begin to notice as you start doing hashtags that it pulls up trending hashtags, what's trending now. And you're going to get to learn a little bit more about the hashtags that are trending, which means the hashtags that people are using most often right now to search for things. Okay? And that is going to be a valuable tool for you. Alrighty? Now on to the next slide. Now going back to this screen, so you're going to see these right here at the top right of the screen. You're going to see these 3 lines. When you click on that, it's going to bring you back to this screen. Now we're going to tap on Automate. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out what this does. Now, on this particular diagram, you're going to see what a snapshot of my screen looks like. Now, let's remember something. So I want to make sure that you're understanding that when you're automating this part, what you're doing is you are thanking your followers. And it's really important to thank your followers as it starts to build a connection. It starts to build a relationship with them. And that's going to be really a really important part of the equation here. Okay? So for me personally, when I thank my followers, I thank them, letting them know that I'm excited to connect with them, and let's connect on Facebook too. And if you take a look at the top of this diagram, you will see exactly word for word what I do when I automate. Now I'm asking them to connect with me on Facebook too, and here is my Facebook fan page, my business page. Okay? And by doing that, I am now building more likes on my business page as well, where I'm also going to be sharing tips and tricks and blog posts and things of that nature on my fan page. Okay? So that's just an added value to your followers. Now, some people will follow you and some people won't. So what? Who's next? Move forward. It's about building your audience for your niche. Because if you don't have an audience, you can post all you want. Nobody's going to see a thing. Okay? I do not want tweets of my unfollowers and follower stats. That doesn't make a difference to me. And I don't want to be emailed my stats. That doesn't matter to me whatsoever. Okay? So I am not concerned about this. So in lieu of this diagram, a simple thank you and letting them know that you're stoked for their follow is very, very important. Okay? So here's a couple of more tips for you. If you have a blog post that gives value to your audience, your target market, then ask them to go ahead and take a look at your blog post. But I want to keep in mind here, now this is for training for another day. If you have a blog, I hope that you have a capture page that pops up with some type of free ebook or free something, because people love free. And when they do that, they will be subscribing to your email list, getting your free ebook or your free case study or anything like that. Now, again, that is all for a different time, a different training, but people love free. And you will be building more of your email list, which is, that's your money. Okay, right there, building your email list, and that is what you need to be focusing on. Okay, so let's go right on over to the next slide. And this is copy followers. Now, let me underscore for you how important it is to find people in your target market. Okay, so for the sake of this diagram, this is where you are going to search for followers, okay? And for the sake of argument, we're going to use Eric Worre as an example here, okay? And you'll want to search, and I'll go ahead and show that to you on the next slide. Okay, now when you are clicking on that copy followers, in this diagram on the left, you are going to see what my screen looks like. Okay, you're going to see what my screen looks like on my iPhone. Now, tap on the text box here and start typing a celebrity or leader name and choose. Okay? The next diagram on the right is going to show you what my screenshot looks like on my phone. Now, by this screenshot, you're going to see a list of people that I have did a search for, and Crowdfire is going to save that for you. Okay? Now, what you can do here on your phone is you can go right ahead and click on Eric Worre, and when you do, you know, you're going to show it, and it's going to pull up all of their followers, like in this diagram right here. Now, let's take a look at this real quick. This is what your screen is going to look like as well. What you will do is you will start hitting the green plus sign. Bam, 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 bam. On the free version of Crowdfire, you can follow up to 25 a day. Okay? So as I explained earlier, if you do the upgrade with Crowdfire, you'll be able to do a lot more than that. But for the sake of argument in getting started, we'll do 25 a day. You know, remember, some will follow you and some won't. Who cares? Be sure to do it daily. Remember, the automation will thank them, as like in the previous slides. And an important tip, follow those in your niche. If you're network marketing, right? It's assumed that everyone following Eric Worre is in network marketing. Okay? And there you can go ahead and follow 25 a day. Now let's go on over to something that is equally important and I use on a regular basis. When you come back to the screen, you're going to see inactive following here. Okay, what is that? What exactly does that mean? Well, this diagram on the right-hand side of the screen that you're looking at right here is going to be people that you're going to be finding that have been following you, but have been inactive in Twitter. Okay, so I want to make sure that I underscore this for you. Remember what I said earlier. If your audience that you have in Twitter, no matter how little or how large it is, if they're inactive, they're not your audience. They're not looking at a single thing that you're posting whatsoever. Okay? And so you want to make your way for people that are following you that are active. Okay? So what you're going to do, and most of the time what I use is the 6th month area right here. And for people that haven't been active for 6 months, well, you certainly don't need them as your followers in Twitter. They're not seeing anything. So what you can do when you click on 6 months is you're going to see all the people that haven't been active in 6 months, and you can start hitting the minus sign. Bam, 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 like that on your phone. And with the free version of Crowdfire, you can unfollow, okay, 100 people a day. Okay? And that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And then you can go right on over the 3 month and see who's, inactive, and go ahead and bam, 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 get rid of them there. And let me give you a quick tip here. If you don't have a lot of followers right now, I would hold off on clicking the ones that are inactive in the last 1 month. Okay? That's what I would hold off on doing. But remember, you want to follow people every day, thank them, have the automation of thanking them for their follow and giving them some kind of value, whether it's connecting somewhere else on social media or a free ebook or a webinar or something like that that they can go to become part of your email list. So you want to remember that. And every day, follow new people. Every day, follow new people. Okay? And every day, go into an active following and unfollow people that are inactive. Okay? Now, again, let me reiterate. These are people that have inactive accounts. This is extremely useful as those inactive followers are no audience of yours. One of your goals with your marketing is to be sure that your followers are an upfront audience. Now you click on the red minus button and start unfollowing as many as you can. Okay, and like I said earlier, you can start with the 6 month tab, work to the 3 month tab, and so forth. And remember to follow more people daily in your niche. Now, with that being said, Crowdfire will simplify your marketing, and so will Status Brew. Now that I showed you what I use in Crowdfire daily and in Status Brew, this app has changed so much for my marketing by automating my Twitter content. And it will for you too, if you are consistent. And with that being said, if you receive value from this presentation, please like, share, and comment. Join me over at successwithmichelle.com to go ahead and get my free ebook, 118 Ways and Places to Get Your Phone Ringing Off the Hook. And if you are struggling with automation, go to masteryresults.com and take a trial test run of a system that has exploded my business exponentially. Unless you have too many leads, then don't bother. So with that being said, guys, I look forward to providing you a lot more value into the future. So please be on the lookout for more automation tools and tips and tricks for your network marketing business. See you on the next video. Have a spectacular day.